Alright, welcome back to another video. We're going to be hitting arms and abs today. Now the theme for this week has very much been about fatigue management in order to try and get me through until the Easter week, which is in a couple of weeks time, and I can have a deload that week and spend a bit of good quality time with the family, which is why I'm not doing the deload now when I could really do with it. Anyway, so at the beginning of the week we used high intensity training methods, the Mike Mentzer style of training, in order to massively reduce in fact the amount of volume that we were doing, but still keep muscular stimulus at as high as we could. And that was very beneficial for the likes of legs, chest and back. That's really what you want. Shoulders and arms are quite small muscle groups, and because they're quite small muscle groups, you can tolerate a higher volume training with those muscle groups and not accumulate the same levels of fatigue. So that's what we're going to be doing again. We did it yesterday for shoulders, and we're going to do the same sort of thing again today. So the actual structure of the workout is going to be pretty much the way it would be for any other arms and abs day, where we'll do a superset of tricep dips and easy bar curls, then tricep push downs, spider curls, and finish arms off them with overhead extensions and dumbbell curls, and then we'll do leg raises and decline crunches for abs. But what we are going to do is we're probably not going to push just as hard and as heavy with the weight. Again, this is more about maintaining the gains that we've made so far in this mesocycle, and rather than trying to build new muscle tissue or gain new strength or whatever. We really just want to protect what we've made so far by giving the muscles enough of a stimulus that they'll maybe not grow, but they'll not get any smaller. They'll not atrophy either. Anyway, let's get to it.
Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Just how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. season's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll play it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. Alright, I'm glad I stuck those extra. There's an extra 3 kilos at the end I stuck on, and I'm glad I did. So that's pretty much the weight I was using last week, but it felt easier than it did last week. So it did. And I managed an extra rep too, although it wasn't the best quality rep, let's be honest. But so that's good. I'll get set up here now, and we'll go on to tricep push downs and spider curlers. And we'll see what we can't do with that. Now, on a separate note, by the time this video is up, it'll be Monday. Today's currently Friday, and the Arnold Classic is Saturday and Sunday, so it'll be interesting to see. By the time this video is up, we'll all know who won. But I just saw there that Harry Chupin has got his visa, and I think he's in the UK. I think he's in the UK now, so that's going to make that interesting, that battle with him and Samson interesting. Obviously flying a couple of days before the contest isn't ideal, given the fact that likelihood is he'll be probably holding a bit of water from that flight, I would imagine. I think it's a long flight too, it's like 10 hours or something, and that's if he's not having he's not having to, like, if he's doing it in more than one flight. So yeah, it'll be interesting times. Like I says, we'll all know by the time you are watching this, we'll all know who's won. But yeah, I think to be honest, the one to watch out for, in my opinion, is Akeem Williams, given how he improved at the Ohio. I think he's going to be, hopefully he'll have learned whatever he did wrong at the Ohio for prejudging, he'll have learned from and know how to fix, and he'll come in hot on this. But I mean, it's a lot of the same competitors, so barring condition, which Samson said in yesterday's video, there's nothing, 2 weeks is enough for Samson to improve his condition enough that he will be a threat to Harry. In fact, I think it's enough, it's long enough that he could beat Harry. Because like I said before, Samson has the size, the shape, all he's missing is that condition. Anyway, let's get set up here for the next exercise. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. Take for their disease. Breathe just like a wind, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. Flip cards into weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution.
I decided to push a wee bit too close to the sun there, I think, in true Mike Mentzer style with the push downs. I had another 5 kilos on the push downs, which is it's a stupidly big jump in weight for a wee tiny muscle like your triceps. But I'm on these 5 reps with it before I hit utter failure. And because I only did the 5 reps, that's why after doing the the spider curls. I dropped that 5 kilos off, and I think I'm on another 6 with the previous weight. Pardon me. So yeah, I don't know if I've done the right thing there or not. The reason why I did it was because while we're trying to manage fatigue this week, and I've already done quite a bit of volume, and that was an extra, alright, it was only an extra set of 6 reps, but I'm taking solace in the fact that your arms, your triceps and your biceps they're a very small muscle group, so the extra set isn't going to induce a huge amount of extra fatigue. It's not like, for example, doing an extra set of 6 reps in the leg press, or an extra set of dumbbell presses or whatever. You know what I mean? It's a set of push downs. It's an isolation exercise. It's not a whole lot of weight to begin with, and it's a tiny wee muscle group that we're working, even though it's through quite a long range of motion, but still. So happy enough with that. Right. We'll get set up here and we'll do overhead tricep extensions and dumbbell curls next. So we will, and see what we can do there. Again, I might end up, I think I'm going to drop down I'll see how I feel. I'll drop down the weight for the first set, and we'll see how we feel after the first set. We might end up pushing the weight again. Again, fatigue. This is such a fine line you walk when you're doing fatigue management, because you know that you're doing less than you're capable of doing, but at the same time, you know that it's for the greater good, as it were. Quite a psychological hurdle you have to overcome. Anyway, I'm going to get set up for this next exercise now.
I was born to be a fighter, had these dreams and desires. I would be something better, energy, got a fire in my soul to keep burning, a pain that keep hurting, a curse is emerging, feel the thirst, keep on working, I won't stop, I won't quit, to the top of this shit, I get lost in the work, sweat dripping, not a bitch, I get mad, I get pissed, I get after this shit, hit the gas, feel the grip, adrenaline, never miss, I'm not patient, but I've learned to embrace it, cause I've been working, I've been waiting, never complacent, cause I'm so close I could taste it, want it away from everything I've been chasing. I'm honest and I promise that I got this. I'm launching, all I've wanted has been exhausting. I'll teach you how to harness, control the conscious. You got this, yeah you got this, you gotta want it. Life ain't fair, are you gonna win or will you play scared? I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah you must be rare. Got 'em like hey, hey, I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah you must be rare. You got one shot, life ain't fair, are you gonna win or will you play scared? I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah you must be rare. Got 'em like hey, hey, I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah you must be rare. Yeah, watch out, I'm fighting hard for the crown. Yeah, no doubt, I'll be the best pound for pound. I'm obsessed with winning, this is my house. So watch out, I'm coming to the top by vow. Yeah, I'm addicted to winning. If that's a sin, I'll be sinning. I'm disciplined when I'm in it, and this is just the beginning. The money, yeah, I'll be printing while helping others make millions. See, I'm not selfish, no villain, but still I'm making the killing. I'm here for greatness, you can't lock me into cages. Deserve to be on stages, I will be the greatest. Do it yourself, I made it. DIY from the base. basement. I'll take my life into my own hands, my own plan. Yeah, I got a backbone, designing my own program. I'll mentor the next wave of the bravest, so don't be late, I'm about to make changes. One shot, life ain't fair. Are you gonna win or will the play scared? I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah, you must be rare. Got 'em like, hey, hey, I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah, you must be rare. You got one shot, life ain't fair. Are you gonna win or will you play scared? I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah, you must be rare. Got 'em like, hey, I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, and you must be rare. Yeah, I'm on it, it's not coming. To be the best, I can be on the mountain. I see you on the other side, gonna live my best life, pushing on through the pain that was coming. Yeah, I'm on it, it's not coming. To be the best, I can be on the mountain. I see you on the other side, gonna live my best life, pushing on through the pain that was coming. I'm that dude, bet I see you from the top, yeah, real soon. Looking down on the haters that I've been through. Told them I'll see you later, yeah, big truth. I keep a real good pace, built a big house, damn, look at that place. Up in my mind, cause that's my space. House so big, full of positive things. And I can't be shook, cause I ain't no rook, man, I wrote the book. Now I teach how to cook them beats like, look, making things look good. I just want trophies, blacks with a whole goal if you know me. Gotta go record on the wall, look closely. Got that record all alone like lonely. I'm just sick of waiting cause I feel it's frustrating when I always put the hours in. But ain't nobody wanna recognize independence, it threatens their continent. So I chase that bag, trophies are dope but I'd rather have cash. Sitting in the bank cause I paid my tax. Living my life, my way, my path, I go. Move fast, anyone who ain't hitting full gas. Who that, choose that, hard work, that wins, true facts. I'ma go big, grind hard, throw a few jabs. Big hook next to the dome, knock her straight back down to the floor. Anyone in my way smacked, I don't take bad thoughts, no, I remove that. My team got good minds, I can prove that.
I got these dreams that I've been chasing. I got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. Chasing. I've got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. You'll see me at the top one day.
Yo, winning ain't toxic. Shut your mouth and pick a different topic. Taking off like a rocket, got that energy, you can call me socket. Doing that boss-ish, all I do is focus on increasing that profit. Yeah, I'm on like a faucet, ready to make another deposit. Never been complacent, since I was 8, I steady stayed chasing. Always winning adjacent, side by side, grind hard in the basement. Ain't no replacement, only one me, yes, to the free agent. Cause I go where there's payments, otherwise I don't really have any patience. Making that honey, I wanna be something that's more than just money. I wanna teach others and see them becoming a version they never thought. Now they be hunting their goals and their dreams, yeah, all in their reach. They listen to me, the things that I preach, and change their whole lives to something belief. And now their own mind is all that they need. I'm loving the journey, got rid of the doubt and the worry. I'm moving no mercy, whatever I get I'm deserving. I put in the work in, I feel like I'm never done working. I always stay thirsty, cause it keeps me alive when I'm learning.
I got these dreams that I've been chasing. I got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. Chasing. I've got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. You'll see me at the top one day.
fucked up one of those reps there. Whatever fucking, it was rep number 11 or whatever. When I was coming back down, I let my feet go the other way. Not ideal. Yeah, so what about Milos, Sarcev and James Hollingshead parting ways? And the way I just don't understand what happened. Well, I do understand what happened, but it's kind of, I suppose it highlights one of the pitfalls of working with coaches in general. If you don't follow what they're... So anyway, before I get ahead of myself, for anyone that doesn't know what happened, James Hollingshead is an IFBB pro bodybuilder from the UK who was he's been on the Olympia stage. He was in the Arnold, Ohio, but he had hired, back in I think it was August last year, he had hired Milos Sarcev as his coach. Milos is another famous IFBB pro from back in the 90s. And essentially, from what I can gather from what happened, James started, Milos would give him like a meal plans and stuff like that. And James, from what I gather, what happened was he saw the number on the scale going the wrong way and decided it was time for a refeed because he didn't want to, he was afraid of losing too much size. And whenever he started telling this to Milos, Milos was like, do you need me or are you going to do it yourself? And I just, to get back to what I was saying, it goes to highlight one of the pitfalls of using a coach. If you don't listen to what they say, what's the point in having them? And I think that's exactly, for the sound of it, that's exactly what has happened between Milos and James, because, Milos will get tarred with any negative consequence of anything James does, if James doesn't follow exactly what he's saying to the letter. But at the same time, James needs to have a bit of faith in his coach, as it were, that what the guy's telling him is what's going to be best for him. It's a strange sort of dynamic. So it is between an athlete and a coach. But it was unexpected. And to be honest too, James was looking, sort of 4 weeks out from the show, James was looking absolutely incredible. It was one of the best looks I think I've ever seen him. He looked really, really dialed in. Now in fairness, he had lost a bit of size, so he had. But I think he's never going to be a small man. Do you know what I mean? So you can trade off a bit of size for a bit of extra conditioning whenever you're that big. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here at the Arnold UK. Again, like I says, by the time you're listening to this, we'll know what has happened at the Arnold UK. But I think it'll be interesting, just has James learned anything from the Ohio? And if he has he been able to do anything about it? I think he finished 5th at the Ohio. I fancied him for 3rd, like that 4 weeks out, whenever I seen him, I fancied him for 3rd. So I did. But he just didn't bring it on show day, which is unfortunate. John De La Rosa at Ohio as well was a big shock. Now in fairness, I hadn't seen any current updates from De La Rosa. So I hadn't, so I would only have been guessing anyway. But he really came in well dialed in. And the biggest, obviously, Akeem Williams was on another level on show day itself. Actually, Nick's Strength and Power, if any of you follow him on YouTube, he said that basically, as far as he can remember, that's the biggest swing between prejudging and the finals that he's ever seen in his time, or that he can remember in his time watching bodybuilding shows. So yeah, I know here, like any bodybuilding shows I've been to here, the prejudging is what determines the outcome, and the finals, or what they do is, or any ones that I've been to, the pre-judging's in the afternoon, and then the finals is the night show. That's at night. But the way it works is the pre-judging is what gets judged, and then the finals is basically just for the crowd. So it is. It's not judged. Although I'm sure that's just something that they do here in the local shows. But I think you probably find that's it's widespread enough that sort of filters up the ranks, as it were. But I think whenever you get to those top ranks, they do judge I think that they are judging the finals as well as the pre-judging. I suppose just whenever you're an amateur or you're well down the ranks, whatever you bring on, you don't have enough knowledge to be able to change your look drastically between pre-judging and the finals. And especially if it's on the same day, like, you're not going to look hugely different. You can look different, but you probably don't have the knowledge to change what needs to be changed to make a drastic difference between the afternoon and the evening time, unless you're working with a really high level coach that already has that knowledge. Anyway, right, let's hit up this last set of leg raises, and then we'll do some decline crunches. God, those leg raises are brilliant, You can really feel them real deep in the abs. Also, just a quick update on the last arms and abs day. I had like a little bit of a niggle in the top of the abs. Thankfully, that was nothing serious. It seemed to go away on its own after a couple of days. So it did. Honestly, still, I don't know what it was. So I honestly don't know what it was, but thank goodness it's gone. So, and it didn't have any negative consequences. It's always in the back of your head. See, when you have a niggle, I think that's why one of the best pieces of advice you can get from pretty much anybody: get your form nailed down. Honest to fuck, like, there's nothing worse than whenever you get your first injury, and then in 6 months' time, or a year's time, or 2 years' time, you get like a little bit of a shadow of it. Like, it just comes back into your mind. You might get a bit of a twinge or a twang or something that just puts it back into the forefront of your mind that you had that injury, and then all of a sudden you're protecting yourself just ever so slightly. It doesn't even have to be anything major. It's not like you have to be holding back. It doesn't even have to be conscious. You're not even doing it consciously sometimes, but you'll hold back, or you'll change the way you're doing something. You'll change a movement pattern in order to try or in anticipation, it usually is, of the injury happening again, and that then can turn into a different injury. So it can. That's why form is so important. So it is, getting your form nailed down. having said that, some people take it too far, and it's all form no weight. It's one of those things. You got to just learn. You got to learn where your limits are. See, you do. You got to learn where your limits are. The thing is, you got to learn where your limits are, but without letting your form break down. Or maybe that's I'll revise all of that. You got to learn what your limits are, without letting your form break down too much. So the only way you'll find out where your limits are is by your form beginning to break down. But there's a zone of form breakdown, and you got to understand when it is that you're in that zone of form breakdown, and never push too far beyond it. You operate just on the edge of it, and a safe edge of it too. Anyway, right, let's get set up here for decline crunches, and we'll do some of those. That felt a whole lot easier than last week. Although I think that was because of the wee niggle that I had in my abs last week. I felt a whole lot more confident there, just keeping attention on a bit more. In a way, I'm beginning to think I should have just left arms for this week, you know. I've said it, don't know how many times I've said it on this channel, that your arms get worked out on other days. Your biceps and triceps gets worked out on other days. Given the fact that the whole point of this week's training is very much about fatigue management until I get the planned deload week, I think that I probably should have just saved the not spent the amount of fatigue in order to get the arm training in. Although, having said that, I would probably have to do abs anyway, because I didn't do squats on Monday, so I didn't, and haven't done deadlifts in a few weeks, so I would need to do something a bit more active for my core. It is what it is. So it is what it is. At the end of the day, we're not training because we're professional athletes. I'm not training because I'm a professional athlete. I'm doing it for, I'm training for fun. So I am. So I don't lose anything. And I've said this before as well on this channel. It's better to do something than to do nothing. See, especially if you don't do anything, doing something, doesn't matter how small, is always a good thing. So it is always a good thing. But anyway, right, let's head up set number 2 of decline crunches.
Yeah, and
You'll have to let me know in the comments down below what you guys do when you're trying to manage fatigue. Do you go for the Mike Mentzer style of massively reducing volume and up on the weight and up on the proximity to failure, or do you reduce the weight? Do you reduce the weight and reduce the volume? Or do you just decide, I'm not doing anything? Let me know. It's always good to hear the way other people deal with these challenges, so that we can take on board and learn from each other. And I think it's incredibly important, actually, because it's very easy to get stuck in your own, I've said this before, it's very easy to get stuck in your own wee world and your own wee in your own bubble, and it's good to be able to get information from outside that bubble. And then, I mean, not everything that you're going to get from everyone else is going to be it's going to work for you, or you're going to agree with, or whatever, but it's good to get the information in and to assimilate that information and break it down and see why it might work for someone else and why it does or doesn't work for you, whatever it happens to be. So yeah, drop a comment and let me know how you deal with these sort of life's adversities whenever it comes to lifting, or cardio. If you don't do any lifting, how do you deal with the same setbacks for whatever type of exercise it is you do? Alright, that's going to be it for arms and abs. All in all, it was a pretty good workout. We achieved, or I feel that we've achieved, the goal of maintaining and protecting the gains that we've made so far. Didn't add any weight in any meaningful way to any of the lifts, with the exception of the tricep pushdowns, where I kind of shot for the moon and had to do a drop set and accumulated a bit more fatigue in that particular exercise than it was ideal, but it is what it is. But apart from that, and that won't have accumulated too much fatigue, because it was only one set for 5 reps or something like that. So all in all, not the end of the world fatigue wise, and hopefully with the weekend coming up, I'll be able to claw some of that back. Although, having said that, I do have to train this weekend to free a day up through the week because of family commitments. But anyway, I digress. So all in all, a pretty good workout. I feel that I've maintained I've done what I needed to do in order to maintain any gains that I've made so far. It'll remain to be seen how fatigued I feel coming into next week's training session or training sessions. And again, we'll just play it by ear. So we may end up doing a similar sort of thing next week as what we did this week, although I do need to really start thinking about adding cardio back in. So I do, although I'm rude to do that, because cardio is a huge sort of driver of fatigue, so it is. And it's also the sort of thing will lead into your gains quite quickly if you're, whenever you are fatigued. Anyway, That's going to do it for today's video. If you've enjoyed the video, feed the anabolic algorithm with the comments, shares, likes and subscribes. And the dislikes, if you want to dislike it, dislike it. It'll all go, it's all food for the algorithm. And I'll catch you in the next video. Take it easy.